So reminding everybody that they have 3 minutes, and so I guess I'll open the floor to public comment. And I think probably people are going to need to line up if we have quite a few people who want to talk tonight. So who wants to be first? Mr. Reed, come talk to the microphone, please.
Hello, my name is Adam Reed. Recently there was an article in the Bitterroot Star written by Michael Howell. The very first paragraph read, "On Monday, January 13th, every school district superintendent in the county except one, along with their business managers and clerks, made a case before the county commissioners that they now read the situation at the treasurer's office a full-scale emergency. I contacted Mr. Howell and asked him which district didn't attend and what were his sources from this meeting. He told me it was the Florence Carlton district and that he was at the meeting and saw every other district address the county commissioners except for Florence. It leads me to wonder why it was so important for all other county school districts to attend this meeting, but our district was not even represented at it. Especially when the very next day after this meeting and during our monthly school board meeting, someone gave a brief update on the Valley County Treasurer's Office regarding the backlog of financial reports affecting the school. Next, we are told consistently by this board and the district to do our fact checking before we come to these meetings. Because of my ignorance towards how the school gets its classification, I looked into how it is done. In doing so, Annie Gilkey, who is the legal counsel for OPI, told me that as a Class B school, we are mandated to have at least 5 trustees on this board. But we are also allowed by law to have a total of 7. So my question is, I'm wondering why we still only have 5 when we're allowed to have 7, because I believe 7 would be more beneficial to the school. And lastly, Pat, you mentioned many times in these meetings that members of the board are not allowed to ask questions during public comment. The only thing I found in Montana Code that even comes close to this is Montana Code 2-3-103, public participation. And it says the agency may not take action on any matter discussed unless specific notice of that matter is included on the agenda. I personally don't think that a board member asking a question is taking legal action. So, Pat, I'm just asking, if you know of another code that I can find, please send that to me, because I just want to be in compliance with the law, and that's all. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Simon Reed, and I would like to address you today about bullying and why there's a problem with it. The problem with bullying is that there's not enough being done to stop it at our school, and I think more should be done. I've personally seen other peers get bullied by other students, and there's not enough being done to stop it because they keep doing it over and over again. The reason why I think not enough is being done is because the school only makes them stay in for recess or gives them a blue slip, which does nothing for the student except go on your record. My solution is that maybe their principal should talk to their parents about what they're doing and why it is wrong and how their students feel about it. Thank you.
Can I have people line up so we can make this go fairly quickly? If we could. Where at? Here at the microphone. That'd be great.
How's everybody doing? I'd just like to say hello to the board and the community. My name is Christy Fellows. Some of you know me and others of you don't. I've lived in Florence for 7 years now, and I do have 2 current children in this school. I have no personal gain for being here or speaking here today. I do, however, have some concerns in regards to our school. Let me make this clear. I love our school. I love our teachers. I love our coaches. I did not come here to criticize our school staff or curriculum in any way. Tonight I am here to ask for a forensic audit of our school board. There are multiple discrepancies in our school funding, and it is time for it to stop. With Title IX, cash missing, and 6 pending investigations against our school, it's time to step up and take a charge. Our board needs to be honest and allow for a forensic audit. It is our board. If our board has nothing to hide, then a forensic audit should be allowed. What is a forensic audit? For those of you that don't know, It is an examination of an organization or is individuals of economic affairs. A forensic audit takes all accounts, inventories and assets, and determines how they work together. I'm sorry, plagiarism. I know that you guys don't want to talk about this. I'm new to this board, and I believe that every parent that comes to this meeting and every person that comes here that is new in this community is going to bring it up. It is a big issue. It's not something that needs to be put to rest. It seriously is something that is a big deal. I'm sorry, I feel that way. Teaching our kids that a slap on the wrist for plagiarism for somebody else's work, is that okay? I'm asking, should I let my child go to the library and do the same thing for schoolwork that we turn into our teachers here? This is what we're saying to our children is okay. Morally, one would think that someone would just step down because of the bad press and the publicity it brings to our school over and over again, because it is something that will come up over and over again. Our school, show our school, our parents, the members of this community, that this board cares and there's nothing to hide. Support our school and stop with the personal agendas that everybody's talking about. I don't know half the people in here. I'm here just for this school. I don't really care, honestly, what people's personal agendas are. It's truly about what's going on in the school board and our finances and things that are coming up missing. Now our parents are here and we're here to make a stand. We're here to say this needs to stop. Thank you.
My name is Roger O'Brien. I've lived here 50 years. I have a question about when the policy of the school was broken. And it was broken at the division tournament. The policy that I'm referring to is that teams, when they play within 50 miles of the school, are to take the yellow school buses. Am I right now?
I have no idea, Mark.
Well, that's the policy. And at this last tournament, the boys basketball team was escorted to the Hamilton by, we call it a coach bus, and our girls took a yellow bus every day. They even boarded the bus Saturday morning on the yellow bus, and then something happened, so they went down to the bus barn, and they were then put on a coach bus. But the policy was broken, and I guess I'm asking at the next board meeting that my question will have an answer, and see whoever broke the policy, what is going to happen to that person. Any comments? I mean, this is another Title IX that you guys, we've been fighting, and it's always, the girls are always on the bottom of everything. The boys, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous now with the coaching situation. So all I'm asking is to be put on the agenda next board meeting and get an answer to who broke the policy and when it was broken, who approved it. Is that asking too much? It happened.
Thank you. We're not going to respond to any questions during public comment. Okay.
But can I be put on the agenda to get an answer next meeting?
You need to talk to me after the meeting about that.
Okay.
I'll give you this so you won't have to try to write down a bunch of this. My name is Bill McSpadden. I've come to the last couple of meetings, and at the last one they talked about a reduction in force. I got on the internet. I called two others, district superintendents and a board of education or a school board president in another town, and here are the numbers. These are strictly numbers. The annual cost to educate a student in Montana is $10,639. Here it's $11,660.
Point of order, Madam Chair.
Mr. McSpadden, this is an agenda item. We're gonna be talking about that farther down the line.
Okay.
So you have to skip to something that's not an agenda item.
Okay.
Okay?
is a reduction in force. Can I talk about that?
It's also an agenda item. So why don't you wait till we get to that part of the agenda?
I talked about out-of-district students. That's not an agenda item.
Go ahead.
Okay. Right now, if and I don't know how to do it without talking about the state of Montana, the average is 13.3 students per teacher. Here it's 11.1. There's 83 out-of-district kids here. Using that formula, that means there's 7.48 teachers for out-of-district students. If you take the average salary that I found on the internet, which is the lowest of all I found, times the 7.48 students, that's $282,520 we're spending to educate out-of-district students. If you take the money we're losing, because we don't charge out-of-state students or out-of-district students, it's $436,663. This school board is responsible for making sure this district is handling their money efficiently, and it's not being done. It's ridiculous. I don't know the year, but in the other building, it showed there were 933 students several years ago. If they had the same number of teachers now that they have now, that would be 13.3. I don't know if you had more. I don't know if you've gotten rid of some, but, and I'm not suggesting that you get rid of 12 teachers, but if there is a silver lining, this has been so mishandled for so long that because of the extra money you're spending, you could offer some pretty good packages for people that want to leave, or you can handle it through attrition. But whoever is in charge of keeping this number in line has not been doing it, and I assume you're their supervisor, and you need to start doing your jobs.
I'm going to ask that we don't have any applause here during public comment. We're never going to get done tonight if we don't keep going, so no applause, please. Jay, if you, Mr. Dixon, no speaking up without being recognized, or you'll be out of the meeting.
Trustees, I want to speak about sexual discrimination, not last Friday, but the Friday prior. A yellow bus picked up your girls' basketball team in the morning here at Florence. Took them to their tournament. They rode home on that yellow bus. Friday afternoon, a coach bus picked up your boys' basketball team, transported them to Hamilton to a tournament, transported them home. You got another infraction on your hands. There's no two ways about it. There's no excuses. You guys are not dealing with the issues. I am shocked there is not sexual discrimination on this agenda tonight after what you guys did to Mr. Reynolds a month ago. 4-1 not to have a committee meeting, and then another infraction in the meantime. Wake up, guys. Just do your job.
Any further public comment?
Any further public comment? Please come up. That way everybody can hear you.
My name is Angie McCullough, and I don't know if the board can speak to this, but I want to speak to what Mr. O'Brien just said. My son was on that bus, and it was my understanding the bus was taken down there because the team had to pick up the band instruments that were left behind because of a blizzard. That basketball team came home with those band instruments and then proceeded to unload them and put them in the band room. Now, I don't know if that was the exact reason why that bus was taken down, but it made logical sense to me at the time. It was a little bit of a crazy situation. So I don't know if anyone on the board can tell me if that is why the different bus was taken, or if it's not. they can't answer any questions.
Mrs. Appleby, my name was brought up in that public comment, can I respond?
No, I'm sorry.
Why is there not a blizzard when the yellow bus went down?
We're gonna keep going, okay? Let us get to farther in the meeting, I think you'll hear the answer to your question.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so seeing that we've gotten through public comment, oh, and by the way, I think I forgot to mention that this, like all other school board meetings, is being recorded. So we're on to personnel and certified staff. Mr. McGee.